All right, we should go too.
Yes, let's go! But where should we start?
Let's see. How about the casino on B deck?
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder. Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
What is it?
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
Team up?
Yeah. What, you need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Junpei's bracelet is number 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Our digital route would be 1. But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors are 3, 7, and 8.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who?
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
Whoa, hold on a sec. What about the other 4?
Why don't you add them up?
The digital route for those 4 would be 1.
That's right.
And you? No, the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Of course I know that.
No! Are you saying you'd leave them behind?
Of course not. What kind of a woman do you think I am? Once we get off the ship, we could come back and rescue them. Couldn't we? Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you'd do anything of the sort.
Really?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left, even if we manage to escape. There's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Well, you never know until you try.
No. You're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open door 9.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Yeah, that's right. The digital route for us 4 will be 8, so we have to add Ace to make 9.
Right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, let's try and find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible. Are you being serious? You do know that only 5 people at most can go through one of the numbered doors, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
You're right. That is true.
Do you think I could have a moment alone? There are some things I need to think about.
Let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Alright, where should we go next? Let's go take a look at the first class cabin. It's really close. Are you alright? Look, I know you're really worried, but,
Alone. 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 I said, leave me alone! You're so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off. Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else. Stop bothering me! Why are you still here? Didn't you hear me? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
all right. Let's go, June.
Yeah.
So, where do you think we should go next? Hey, why don't we go back to C deck? We can take a look at that hallway with all the rooms.
Okay, let's get going then.
Hey, Snake, where are you? Answer me if you're there. Hello there. Snake is... well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet either?
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can, for Clover's sake.
Right.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why would you say that?
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't. Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare. At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well, let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
All right. Let's go, Junpei.
Why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Okay, let's go then.
What are you doing?
What, you can't tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but...
Who do you think did it?
I don't know.
Well, what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
I think it was probably Zero.
Why?
Isn't that obvious? He's the guy who set this whole thing up.
You don't think that should mean the opposite? Seems to me like that means he didn't do it. I mean, who do you think took that stuff out in the first place?
Probably Zero.
Yeah, exactly. Then why the hell would he put it back in after you taken them out himself? It just doesn't make sense. Why do all that work?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So what happened then? Who put that stuff back in the reds?
So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
Bingo! We have a winner.
But if that's true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know they fixed the red.
Yeah,
But why?
no idea. Maybe if they come clean on that, it means we find out something else. Something bad.
Something bad?
Don't know, but whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course. It could have something to do with Snake's disappearance.
You think maybe they did something to Snake?
It's not out of the question. Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back.
We can't keep looking for Snake. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
We don't have a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. There's a problem, though. We've got to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal. Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
Then, you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind?
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution. If the other 6 are to survive, then 1 person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
I told you that's impossible. Wake up!
Whoa, calm down, you two. Look, what Lotus is trying to say is they should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Exactly. That's how democracy works. And for that reason, I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote. What do you think?
No, that's terrible.
I'm not asking you. Shut up! What about you, Santa?
Me? Well, I agree, I guess.
Alright, that's 1 vote for. Counting mine, that's 2. 7?
I can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Glad to see you get it. If I can get 1 more vote, then it's decided. And what about you, Clover? Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors. We searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow? Let's go look for him together, okay? If we sacrifice one person, then we can go look for him. You agree with me, right? The motion carries. Now, let's start a vote to...
That won't be necessary. I will stay. That should solve our problem, yes?
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you. Each and every one of you. I believe you'll come back for me.
Whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts. Those doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out. If we go through them,
You won't be able to return, correct?
yeah.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
What?
Please, I beg you, once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
No! That's ridiculous! There's no way we could get back in time! We've only got 5 hours left. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me? Or perhaps, would you be willing to leave June behind? You see, there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go. Quickly.
Good. Let's accept his kind offer then.
Good. I think this is the best for me. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. Perhaps it's my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
You're right. We should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7.
Seriously? Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa? I have to find my brother. Wait! All of you! Let's just calm down and think about this! There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be! Right, Junpei? Say something!
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
Fine! Forget about it! I'll figure it out on my own! Come on, Ace. Please, stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here.